What is good, guys? Soldier Only here from Sports Nerd Web with Sports Nerd Web Weekly for this week. I'm actually recording this about 3 days later than I usually do. I've had an extremely busy week, so this one is going to be really short and sweet. Today's actually Friday, so like I said, I am recording this 3 days late. It was my grandma's birthday yesterday. We actually went to the Jazz game, and it was pretty neat because the Jazz mascot, the bear, came and took pictures with us and shot silly string and all that over, so it was really neat. But what I'm going to get into right now is an article that I actually just read on IGN just a minute ago. I haven't even read the full thing, but it's one that hit me. I just really hope it's not true, so I just knew immediately that was going to be the topic that Sports Nerd Web Weekly was going to be this week. The title of the article is Respawn Unsure If There Will Be a Titanfall 3. Respawn, and this is coming from the Respawn co-founder, Vince Zampella. He says the studio is currently unsure as to whether or not there will be a Titanfall 3. He said, quote, "We don't know yet." He said that Titanfall has been a huge success critically, and they're really happy with all the reviews and the positive sentiment, but it's too early to tell from a sales standpoint. And so far on that, I definitely have to agree with him on that. Titanfall 2 came out. It's only been roughly a couple weeks ago, so it's definitely too early to tell. But if you saw one of my previous videos on the subject, one has to wonder if it is doomed from the very beginning, since it did come out right in that week, right in the middle of Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, in all fairness, I've also been hearing that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare hasn't been selling quite exactly as planned. The one that I'm hearing that's kind of doing the best is Battlefield 1 out of the three. Me personally, I didn't get Battlefield 1. I did play the beta. I'm just not really into like the older kind of World War I, World War II era shooters. But graphically and visually, and like the destructibility of the environment in Battlefield is amazing. Like, I think I will eventually get that game once it's maybe cheaper. It actually, speaking of which, it actually is going to be on sale at for some of the Black Friday deals that I've been seeing around. I've been seeing it for as low as $35. I think that don't quote me, I think that might have been at Target, but I'm not sure. So yeah, just look online and I'm sure you can find it. So but yeah, what I have heard so far, what I was getting into, me personally, I don't have Battlefield 1, but I have been playing the campaigns of Titanfall 2 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and they're both amazing, really. Like, Call of Duty wise, there was a lot of backlash from the E3 announcement back in June, but it's a really good campaign so far, both that one and Titanfall 2. Titanfall, I love Titanfall 1 as well. On this article, as I said, he said it's too early to tell. He says, Vince Zampella says, "We'd definitely like to tell more of the story and the universe. I think it's pretty safe to assume that we'll explore more of it. EA might have announced more." It's I don't really know what he means by that, because it literally says EA might have announced more, like they already have. But it is encouraging hearing him say, "I think it's pretty safe to assume that we will explore more of it." Granted, I take that as that he's saying that it's pretty safe to assume that they'll explore more of the universe. As like he was saying, that they're not done telling their story. And what I have played of the campaign so far is that the story is really good from what I've heard so far. I've even heard as the story progresses, it gets a lot more emotional and stuff near the end. Obviously, the mechanics are amazing. I love the shooting mechanics in Titanfall 2. It's so solid and polished. The traversal around the environments, the platforming, wall running, and double jumping, and all that. There's really nothing like it, and it's really one of the smoothest shooters I've ever played. So I keep encouraging everyone that's a first-person shooter fan to check it out. It's definitely amazing. So that's gonna do it for this week. Follow me on Twitter at SportsNerd48. See you next week.